So here's the scenario. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You and your buddy have met up to go fishing. You guys have been planning it all week. You're getting ready to take off and the trailer lights don't work. Seen it happen, been there, done that. I'm going to troubleshoot with you. Go from the vehicle all the way to the back of the trailer and hopefully find out why your trailer lights are not working. Now this is going to work for landscape trailers, any kind of trailer, but specifically I'm looking at boat trailers. They go in and out of the water all the time. They're getting wet and dry. People don't, take real good care of them. Sometimes they leave them outside. Boats are too big for garage storage. So they're, in a lot of different weather, winter, summer. Wiring takes a beating, and it's just when you got that planned trip to go to, you're getting ready to take off. The trailer lights worked before. They might have worked last night, but now they're not working. Let's go through and troubleshoot why your trailer lights are not working. The thing we need to do is check to make sure the vehicle wiring is correct. It doesn't matter if your boat trailer is perfectly correct. If the vehicle is not putting out voltage to the trailer, it's not going to work. Now, a cheap and great tool is one of these light testers. They're under $5 on Amazon, big box stores, Walmart. You just plug it in like that, and then you got to turn the ignition on or start your vehicle, and then we're going to check the lights. So I've turned the ignition on and I've turned the headlights on. See how this green indicator is lit up? That means I have at least headlights and tail lights. Now the second one here, that's going to be left turn signal. So I know I have headlights, tail lights, and left turn signal so far. So the last one here, all the way to the right, is going to be right turn signal. So I know the vehicle is putting out headlight, tail light, left turn, right turn. Well, if you don't have one of these tools, I'll show you how to check it with a voltmeter. Alright, so if you just have a voltmeter, you're going to go positive to your terminals here, and then your negative is going to have to be somewhere on the car. You can usually use like your the hatch release, or I'll take the negative and actually touch the tongue of the trailer. I'll move this terminal here. So there I have 10 volts, about 11 volts. So if you have a voltmeter, you can use that as well. Make sure your vehicle is putting out the signal to tell your trailer lights to turn on and off. And once you've figured out that your vehicle wiring is correct, we're going to move to the number one cause on the trailer. Alright, so 90% of the time there's not a connection in the ground between the vehicle and the trailer. Now if you've put on a new hitch, or if you have a new receiver, a lot of times your trailer lights won't work because you need to wear away some of this paint. You need to have metal to metal contact between your receiver and your hitch. And then the ball on your receiver here is going to make contact with the trailer, and that's going to complete the ground. So a lot of times, guys will be like, I don't know why my trailer lights aren't working. I have a brand new hitch, brand new wiring, brand new receiver. Well, you got to get that paint off. Either sand it off, file it off. I don't care what you do to it. If it's daytime and you don't mind, go ahead and pull your trailer, because within about 5 miles of all this kind of moving around, it's going to rub the paint off, it's going to make ground, and then your lights are going to work. But 90% of the time, it's something to do with your hitch not being grounded to the trailer. Speaking of grounds, now I like to see the ground wire on the trailer screwed into the top of the tongue here somewhere. This is a has been spliced several times. I'm actually going to rewire this entire trailer. It's one big mess. But a lot of times the ground for your trailer wiring is right on top of the tongue here, somewhere in here or here. And a lot of times that gets rusty. So just loosen up your ground wherever it is, sand off the rust, reconnect it, and a lot of times that's all it is. Now on this one, the ground's probably, it's tucked up in there somewhere. But most of the time the ground is on the outside of the trailer somewhere. And that's probably like the third most common issue of why your trailer lights are not working. So let's move on down the trail. So I'm going to assume that everyone has already checked their bulbs. So we're not going to go over bulb replacement. But I am going to replace all the wiring and the lights in this particular trailer. As you can see, one reason this isn't even the right light for the trailer. Lenses are busted. And a lot of reasons some of your lights don't work is look at all the splices. Like I have a splice here, a splice here. Now that's places for corrosion to set in. This is just electrical tape. I can tell that it's butt spliced. Now when you start doing splices like that, that just causes more trouble down the road. And over here on the right side of this trailer, more cobbled up mess. Now, each one of your rear lights is going to have a ground wire, 99% of the time. And you usually put it on the stud and then put your light on, and then the stud going into the trailer, that's where that's going to make ground. So maybe you just had your trailer painted or something, and you put your lights on, they don't work. Now you need to sand away some of the paint so that when the stud goes through there, this ground and the stud make contact with metal. That's probably about the fourth main reason why trailer lights don't work. Now if you look at this side over here, we got tape everywhere, we got, looks like extra wires, we got a splice here. Like I said, you can maybe get away with splicing your wires once, but don't just think that they're gonna keep working forever. Anytime you have a splice like that, the best thing to do is solder it. If you don't have solder, use some twist nuts or some waterproof twist nuts, and then plan on replacing your wiring in maybe 2 years, because it's just not going to hold up. So hopefully after watching this video you guys can get your trailer lights working. I hope this was informational, and I thank you for watching.